Delving into Stalker Call of Pripyat was my final chance at experiencing the Stalker original trilogy for the first time ever again. And what I have to say about this game is honestly all good things. I absolutely adored this game from beginning to end, just like I did the previous titles, and honestly I can absolutely see why this game is the fan favourite of them all. And to start, I just want to say for the first part here is the artifact hunts are revitalised and better than ever. I found myself really addicted to artifact hunting in this game, and funnily enough this is the first encounter you ever get in the game, so it really does hammer home how important anomalies and artifacts really are in this game. Not to mention when you look on the map, enemies are gone, like in Clear Sky when you could see all of the enemies around the map. In this one, you can see most of the anomalies around the map, and then when you discover more of them do end up showing up, as well as points of interest, which is really nice to see. They are really hammering home how important the artifacts are in this game, whether it's to upgrade your character and put them on for buffs, or to sell them, because I'm not gonna lie, in my experience, you can really break the economy by going out and artifact hunting, which really does help maintain that level of feeling yourself increasing all of the time and getting better equipment. I mean, by the time I got to the second area, because there's only 3 real areas in the game, by that time I got to the second area I had over 75,000 rubles to my name, which is a lot more than you would expect from Stalker. I do have to admit that in Stalker, Shadow of Chernobyl and Clear Sky I did just artifact hunt passively. I didn't necessarily go out of my way to try and find artifacts or anything like that. However, in Call of Pripyat, I did find myself going out of the way to find artifacts in these anomalies, and that's because it's just so damn addictive. I absolutely loved doing it. I loved getting the next level of detector so you could make it easier for you, and then you can even get one later on that detects the anomalies themselves so you can avoid them as well. It's really addictive, it's really fun, and what makes it even better is the fact that emissions happen in this game, unlike the previous 2 games, which resets artifacts. Not all of them. Sometimes you will enter an anomaly and there will be no artifacts. However, after an emission, it is worth saying you should really go and check those out again, as it's well worth it. Moving right along, most of the game you will be doing side quests and side quest lines, which do have different threads and different outcomes throughout the game, which is really nice. I found these to be a lot of fun to do. I loved exploring the world. I loved going to these 3 new places, because although there's only 3 new areas in this game, there's only 3 areas you'll be exploring, they are full of content to do, and I loved every minute of it. I mean, one of the content that I'm going to be showing right now in the background is a quest line I did where I had to choose between siding with bandits or siding with loners when it comes to a certain Stalker group. I'm not going to get fully involved, but this quest line, as you can see, I'm going against a bunch of bandits who are trying to deal with a duty. However, if you do side with the bandits, you'll be the one in that meeting fighting back against ambushes, which I think is really neat. And there's also some of your traditional side quests that do end up going off the rails a bit. This one I had to go and find some missing stalkers from around the zone that had their blood drained from them, which led them to believe that it was bloodsuckers, and you go and you find the bloodsucker lair. So you work with your friend, I believe his name is Grouse, and you go and you take down that lair. At one point you do it single-handedly with some gas, but overall, the missions in this game, there is no complaints from me. I absolutely loved all of them, and like I said, the majority of the content you're going to be consuming is the side content, and none of it feels offbeat. None of it feels like it's a chore or you're just doing it for the sake of, oh, maybe if I bring it here I'll get some gold. No. When you do this, you do feel like you're making a difference and you're affecting the world around you based on the choices you're making, as you do take the role of a soldier throughout this game, but you are under the guise of just being a loner whilst you're out in Zeton, Yanov, and finally Pripyat. There is so much more that I do want to say about these different side quests and the quest lines that go along the way, but this will just turn into story time with Griff as I tell you all about the different quests that you do and the storylines that you come across, as they really are really good, and I don't want to spoil any of them. Honestly, if you feel like picking up the game if you haven't played it already, or if you already have played it, if you've played it, you understand what I mean. If you haven't played it, pick up the game and you'll understand what I mean. Honestly, I absolutely adored this game from beginning to end, and the majority of the fun that I had from this game was the side missions and the side content that you can do, as well as the artifact hunting as stated earlier. Now, the graphics are a bit of a step back from Clear Sky, however, I do think the game overall still looks very beautiful when you play through it, especially when you're traversing the anomalies, as it's so well designed, and despite the fact that it does lack a little bit in terms of graphics compared to the previous game, it does make up for with world design and world building. If I had to rank the 3 original Stalker Trilogy games based on their graphics, it would have to be, at the final place, it would be Shadow of Chernobyl, then it would be Call of Pripyat, and then finally it would be Clear Sky. So Call of Pripyat does sit directly in the middle of the games based on visuals, but overall when it comes down to the audio design, I think Call of Pripyat is by far the best. Listening to the growls of the snorks when you're in caves, listening to the anomalies as you approach them, and seeing the visuals distort as the audio starts distorting when you get close to anomalies as you're artifact hunting is something that you don't really see in the previous 2 games, which is really nice addition. And of course, just like what anything would return, it wouldn't be a Stalker game without combat, and the combat feels better than ever. Of course, I did play through this on Veteran, and at some points I did feel like this game was harder than the previous games. Not in terms of bullet sponge enemies or anything, but more just that the AI is smarter, and unlike in Clear Sky, they're not smarter in the sense of they just lob grenades at you 24/7. They actually do have some really good tactics against you and can catch you off guard when you least expect it. It's really nice to see, and it really gives you that feeling of being on edge again when you're in combat. But overall, I really did enjoy this game a lot. I absolutely adored playing this game, and with this being done, I am feeling kinda sad because now that's Stalker 2, Shadow of Chernobyl, Clear Sky, and now Call of Pripyat all scratched off the list, and I've now finished all of the Stalker games and loved every second of it. The part that's sad is the fact that I'll never get to experience these games for the first time again, and honestly, I'm really glad that I started playing these games when I did. I loved them. I loved everything about them. I do need some time to think on which ones are my favourite ones though. However, Call of Pripyat and Shadow of Chernobyl are definitely up there for my number 1 spot. I can't decide between which one, as I love them both. And other than that, I also do want to play a lot of the mods that I've found online, as well as what people have suggested to me in the comments. I have written them down. I do have them listed, ready to give them all a go, and a lot of them are standalone, so I can't wait to see what they are like as well. I think the first one I'm going to try is Stalker Anomaly, or Stalker Anomaly Gamma. I've heard mixed about both. I've heard to play Anomaly first as its bare bones and then play Gamma. So that's going to be very interesting to see. I'm definitely going to try that out and see how far I can get in it. That video might be a little different to these ones. Of course, this one right here, it is a bit of a quick one because, you know, there's not too much to say on it. I do want to apologise for not uploading over the past couple of weeks. I have been going through some real life struggles, but nothing too major. I've been on the mend, I'm getting there, and I'm ready to start uploading again, which I'm really excited about because honestly, one of the things that was going through my head every Saturday when it was coming across was, oh god, it's Saturday, I haven't uploaded, I want to upload, I want to do more videos, I want to be consistent, and I still want to keep that consistency going. I do want to grow a community no matter how big or how small. So if you'd like the video, please feel free to leave a like, and please leave a comment down below on what your favourite Stalker game is, as well as if you've got any form of advice or any mod suggestions that you would like to see me play, as well as if you'd like to let me know if you would like to see me play other games along these lines as well, as I would like to try and play some Metro I would like to play Fallout, and those videos, of course, those will be a bit different as well in the fact that I have played a lot of Fallout and I do know how to break Fallout 1 and Fallout 2, so I could do videos on those as well if you guys would like to see it. However, I do want to stick with doing Stalker videos a lot as well, as I think I have truly found my new favourite game series alongside the Dark Souls series, which I loved a lot as well. So, thank you for watching the video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you would like to see more, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye!